tent right on the main highway, and they don't stop them. So I've heard. I wouldn't know firsthand because I've never been down there. But I've heard this from people that have been down there.
When you say that your mother and father were from the Sioux area.
My mother was from the Sioux area, but my father was from Hartford, Connecticut.
Mm.
His people came over on the Mayflower and landed at Plymouth Rock. Now that was his ancestors, but somewhere along the line there had to be a Narragansett Indian in the line because my father had a little bit of Narragansett in him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether it was from his father or his mother.
What quotient do you claim at this point?
Myself?
Mm-hmm.
I take on my mother's data, which was a half-breed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of it, too.
Yes, rightly so.
That's one thing I have never done is denounced my nationality. I even fought my way up in schools on account of it.
Why do you say fought your way?
Because I did. I used to fight the children, beat them up. They would make chastising remarks to me and stuff like that, and of course it made me angry, and my mother always taught me to stand up for your rights. So when they started cutting me down, then that's when I beat them up. I gave them fair warning. When they wouldn't quit, well, then they got what they asked for.
You were going to school in Pontiac at a time when there were very few Indian people here.
That's only because it was supposed to be kept quiet because of the chastizations. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them claimed they were French, just to help their children along so that they wouldn't be badgered at school and get into fights. Myself, I didn't care. I was Indian, I was proud of it. That's the way I was brought up. And you know, my philosophy has always been, I can't help but I was born, but when I'm born, I'm down proud of, and if you should be the same way, and if you aren't, shame on you. That's the way I feel about it. I don't care about any nationality, that's the way they should feel. I'm very proud of it.
Are your 6 children well informed about their rich
yes,
heritage?
They are. Yes. And I have 3 redheads, by the way. But their father was a redhead, and my dad had red hair on his side. My mother had real dark auburn, and her father had sandy colored hair, so outside of that she had almost pitch black hair. I guess it, as the older she got, it darkened down or more so, and then the red started to come out. So then not Daniel, Danny. Then there's Anita, and it's spelled A-N-E-T-I-A. And then there's Cynthia.
Traditional spelling.
And then there's Linda.
Linda.
And then there's Donald. And talking about people that take on other children as their own. My last son there took on 4 daughters when he married this lady. And he has 1 daughter, so his hands are full. 5 daughters. They're like scare skips. The oldest 15, and this one's going to be 14, and then 13. 2 of them I think are almost the same age, but they're not twins. I guess, no, that's not right either. They're both in the month of November, but they're about a year apart or so.
It's a big family.
Yeah,
Big
well, that last boy there is so loving that he used to hug me so hard that he actually hurt. He had so much love inside him. No, it's just like, ooh, he just loves you, you know? And that's what you do. He had a Siamese cat, he just mauled that thing to pieces. Put it up underneath his t-shirt. The cat popped its head up here, and he'd sit there and pet it, and that cat would lay right there. Wouldn't scratch him or nothing. No, all my children are very ardent animal lovers, and the boys are ardent hunters, and my oldest daughter goes hunting even. So, my oldest daughter has 2 children that their father came from the Leonce Reservation. So
So some of your children married.
I think about every 7th generation they marry back into an Indian.
Oh, how do you account for that?
I have no idea.
That's an interesting statement.
Yeah, I guess so, because, I mean, that's what I was told. And at a family reunion for my dad's people that we had at Murphy Park, it came out that way. Well, I guess if that's it. I mean, you know, you believe your elders when they say something to you.
Mm-hmm. That's an
So,
interesting
but
connotation.
my daughter remarried an Indian from Leonce, Michigan.
Is that Anisha?
Anita.
Anita?
It's just pronounced Anita. Her father went with a girl by that name. I just born her. My husband named her first name and my mother named the second, and I just born her.
Mm.
But there was no room for jealousy. I'm not a jealous person. And I had him, she didn't. So there you go. But he must have been very fond of the girl because he wanted his daughter that specific spelling of the name. I know I had a doctor try to pronounce it as Anisha.
Well, it looks like
And I
that.
said, no, it's just plain Anita. That's, oh, I know. I said, that's my husband's spelling, not mine.
Are there any of the family that you know that are involved with native crafts?
I am, very much so.
I noticed that you're
I
wearing a beadwork
I
jacket
made this.
and that. Yeah.
This is a vest that's about 200 years old. As you can see, the inside is lined with old feed sacks.
Oh.
And this is your first wool that they made. And all of this is what they call applique. We tie down just about every bead or every second bead.
Mm.
So,
And you received.
and I can do this. I can make just about any paraphernalia there is of the Indian. I have made a lot of belts and necklaces and earrings, and I do my own designing. I might look at a pattern, but then I make my own up out of it. So,
How did you come by the vest?
well, my mother went up to, my mother, my brother, and my father went up to Wisconsin, and they went to an Indian reservation. And that's where my brother met and fell in love with Princess Chickadee. And when you go to an Indian reservation, they always give you a gift. And in turn, you bring one to them. Well, they gave this vest to my dad, I believe. They gave a peace pipe to my brother. No, they gave the vest to my mother, the peace pipe to my brother, and a belt to my father. And then they brought it back from there. That's why you see sometimes